Hello, I'm Bronwyn Eisen, and you're watching Pure Health News. We have traveled today to Denver, Colorado, where you'll be meeting Dr. James Downs, who is a cosmetic dentist. We'll meet a few of his patients, take a tour of his office, and you'll learn more about what cosmetic dentistry is all about. So if you're unhappy with your smile, I encourage you to watch today's program.
It's made a big difference in my life, and I do wonder why I didn't do it sooner or inquire about it. But again, you just don't think about that until you really see it, and then you kind of think, I can do this, and be happy with my smile, and it's the best thing I could have done. People now look at me and smile before I smile, because I think before they thought that I was mean or something and that I didn't want to smile back, and now people smile and I can give them this big smile back and be proud of it.
What I've noticed since I've had the teeth is my confidence has really increased. In fact, my production's doubled since I had the procedure done. So I can tell whenever I go and talk to customers and they talk to me, they look at my teeth, and it gives me more confidence. It builds my confidence whenever I talk to customers.
To have a smile that I can be proud of has made such a difference in my life that I am a classroom teacher. And it gave me much more confidence in my work. My friends say I smile a lot more than I used to.
Hello, I'm Bronwyn Eisen, and you're watching Pure Health News. We are in Denver today, and we will be talking to Dr. James Downs, who is a cosmetic dentist. It's such a pleasure to have you on the show today.
Thank you.
Great. Go ahead and tell me about cosmetic dentistry and why you chose cosmetic dentistry.
Well, today, cosmetic dentistry, that's pretty encompassing. Mm-hmm. We do a lot of things that are cosmetic in the mouth today. Things such as metal restorations or of an old passe type of restoration done 60 years ago. So today, a lot of patients don't want that type of dentistry. They want a natural look. They want something that has that natural appearance and comfortable too. So cosmetic dentistry is today, most people say they are cosmetic in a sense, and the industry is really moving in that direction.
So a lot of dentists will call themselves a cosmetic dentist.
Yeah, and that's okay. That's okay.
And what determines cosmetic dentist versus a non-cosmetic dentist?
Well, for an example, I know some doctors who just don't even want to do that type of work, and they'll want to maybe refer a patient to a dentist who has more, let's say, training in that field. Okay.
So it's the training.
Yeah, and I think that's the biggest important part is that training.
Okay, well then go ahead and tell us about your training and your background.
I started probably back in the infancy of cosmetic dentistry, if you want to talk about that. In 1989, there was a product that came out that bolted us into this field, and that was the getting rid of the metal in the crown. You know, the dark line at the top of the gum line, you know, even though it was a porcelain crown, it had this kind of like opaque, kind of dead look to it. And when someone smiled, they always saw this dark line.
And I have seen that before.
Yeah, and that's not very aesthetic. So they came out finally with a all ceramic type of restoration, and that's what really took off. Today, it's just not about the teeth though. And in that training, when you look at the training that someone has gone through, they're looking at just not the teeth. You're looking at the whole system here.
Okay, I was going to say, tell me a little bit more about when you say it's not the teeth, when it's really your teeth that you're trying to focus on.
Yeah, such as the foundations, the gums, all right? I think for, right now, when the doctor is looking to get into training, what I see a lot of times in my practice here is that they've forgotten things like the framework, which are the gums. How's the foundation? How's the function? It's not just making it a pretty smile. It's about looking at how it can function, how it can last, how it can help in their speech. Not only is it about maintaining their smile, but it's about maintaining a relationship for a lifetime. I like having a patient who's going to be with me for many years, 20, 30, however long I'm going to be doing this. I want to be with that patient, and it's so rewarding for me to have that patient. Now I've been practicing 20 years and having that same patient with me and looking back at when I started back in '89 with some of these patients and what we did for their smiles, and they still have them today. That to me is very important.
After sitting down with some of Dr. Downs' patients, we learned that not only is he a phenomenal cosmetic dentist, but he really values and takes pride in the relationships that he has with his patients.
Dr. Downs made it a very special time. He personalized everything. He told me when he was doing it, I really get jazzed about this when I do something like this because it changes your life. And they've given me special attention and gotten me in for everything and has done a wonderful job, and I would recommend him to anybody.
We have been going, this is my family and I, to Dr. Downs for many, many years. My son in his 20s, this is the only dentist he has known. I have complete confidence in his ability as a dentist and in his expertise, his recommendations of what would be good for your health. Dr.
Downs is an amazing man. He's, I've known him now for about 6 or 7 years, and Dr. Downs is incredible. Whenever I come and see him, and I come to the office here, he's very personable, and he knows things about what's going on in my life, and he asks about things that's going on in life. So he makes me feel real comfortable when I come to see him.
Hello, I'm Bronwyn Eisen, and you're watching Pure Health News. I'm with Dr. Nickie Lee, who is also a cosmetic dentist here. And tell me what your role is here in this practice.
Well, first and foremost, I'm a general dentist. We are a family-oriented practice. So from patients who come in here who needs just a simple filling or full mouth reconstruction.
What do you love about cosmetic dentistry?
You know, Bronwyn, everything about it, because what I see is that it makes such a difference in our patients' lives. We've seen patients who come in here who are so self-conscious about their smile. They don't want to smile. When they smile, they cover their mouth. And after we fix them up, do their smile makeover, they are just a whole different person.
So it's changing their life.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you can see their demeanor changes. You know, that they're much more self-confident. They're much more expressive and very happy. And you can see it in their face. And with a new smile, patients can take 10 years off their face. And that really boosts their self-confidence. And what does that do for them? It gets them out there, meeting people, start dating again. And the other thing that I notice quite a bit is that after we do their smile, guess what? Hair changes.
Oh, I'm
yeah,
sure.
Absolutely.
Well, the whole personality starts to change.
That's right, that's right. And the whole demeanor starts to change. And that attracts people. Beautiful smile attracts people.
And it attracts people not only in personal, but professional.
Absolutely, absolutely. And it gives them that edge.
Dr. Downs, we have done some research and we have learned that you are well known all over the world for your work. So let's talk a little bit more about cosmetic dentistry.
Well, that's quite an honor, first of all. I think when I do any type of case or any type of work on anyone, I just put my whole heart into it. And maybe that's what's gotten me to this certain point. It's certainly not something that I was aspiring to. It just is that's my passion. The other part of that is I personally have been through this myself. I had a severe accident, in which case I had my jaw broken and went through a number of different types of treatments to try to get me back to where I am today. I'm a lot better looking today than I was back then. And the thing is that I'm a walking, talking, living example of what cosmetic dentistry has done. And that's what really got me into this. This is what, you know, inspired me because that's what I saw what it made the benefits for me. And now being able to actually share that with patients and seeing the rewards and outcomes that they can get with their smiles, that to me fills my cup every day.